I greet you in Jesus' precious name. It is Thursday morning, the 31st of July, 2025. And this is your friend, Angus Buchan, with a thought for the day. We go straight to the first book in the Bible, the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 32. He touched the socket of Jacob's hip in the muscle that shrank. The Lord touched the hip of Jacob and displaced his hip. And for the rest of his life, he limped with a displaced hip. And then we go straight to 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 8. Paul says, concerning this thing, I pleaded with the Lord 3 times that it might depart from me. And he said, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. I want to speak to you today about pain. Are you in pain today? Have you just lost a loved one, someone very close to you? Have you just had an injury and the doctor says you will never play sport again? Have you had a situation where you are physically weak and the one you love the most has left you because he or she said they can't live with you? Well, I want to tell you something now. The Lord says to you today and to me, my grace, my undeserved loving kindness is enough for you. Folks, I know about healing. I pray for the sick. I have seen blind eyes open. I've seen deaf ears unstopped. I've seen people get out of wheelchairs and walk. I have seen it with my eyes. You've seen the movie Faith Like Potatoes where we prayed for a dead woman and God raised her up. But I want to speak to you today about pain. You know, my best example can be a hero of mine, a Scottish preacher by the name of George Matheson. At the age of 20 years old, he started going blind. And then his fiancée left him. She said, I can't live with a blind man for the rest of my life. I want to tell you about that man. That man was tipped to be the greatest preacher, one of the greatest preachers in Scotland. But because he went blind, he was put on the side. But you know what he did? When he was sitting in the lounge, when his young sister was about to get married, they were doing all the preparations. She was his eyes, you see. She had dedicated her life to helping him. And now she had found her lover and she was getting married and she was about to leave him. And he was 40 years old. He was all by himself. He sat in the corner and he wrote a hymn, probably one of the greatest hymns ever written. O love that will not let me go, I hide myself in thee. You know, it's only when an orange gets squeezed that you can taste the beautiful nectar. Today, maybe you're going through a rough time. The Lord says to you, my grace is sufficient for you. Trust in him and he will do the rest for you because he is more than you and I will ever need. Jesus bless you and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.